Hello everyone, my name is Katie Jo and I am the owner of Zella Rose Wigs. So hopefully you've already watched a few of our videos so you're getting to know me a little bit. This video I've decided that I'm going to answer some frequently asked questions that I get often on the Instagram site or sent as emails to me or just in general. So my first question is, why is it called Zella Rose? Which is actually really meaningful to me. Zella Rose are the two maiden names of my grandmas. Why did you start a wig store? Well, actually, if you didn't already know, I have alopecia, so I actually have no hair. And I've always bought wigs from other wig companies and I've had some really bad customer service, I've been sent some terrible wigs and I've just been really overcharged for something that wasn't necessarily worth it. I remember buying a synthetic wig, it wasn't even lace front, and it must have cost me about £90, and that was my first ever wig that I got. They didn't give me any like wig care advice except flogging me some shampoo that I really didn't need to buy. And then the wig ended up frazzling in a couple of days. I just spent £90. I'd been mortified that I had to try on this wig in a busy shopping centre. So yeah, I decided that I wanted to make the experience better for other people. And then also I wanted to get more fashionable wigs because I was bored to death of being told like, oh well, we only really have brown, you should wear brown, why don't you go for brown? Or people would always say to me, oh, what about a nice highlighted blonde? And I was like, no, I want pink. Like, if I'm going to have no hair, I'm going to wear a wig, I want pink. So I decided that I was going to make my own shop and I was going to make sure that I didn't make the same mistakes. So I'm really passionate about customer service, about providing a good service, about giving good advice, hence the tutorials. And I'm always there to answer questions for people, whether they're my customers or not. So I'm always there to offer advice about how to wash a wig, how to cut a wig, how to treat a wig, how to not frazzle your wig on the end. So yeah, I think that's a really important part. I think that's something that sets Zella Rose aside from a lot of other wig companies, that we are there for you for the future, and that I write my own blog, The Diary of a Bald Girl, and on there there's a lot of wig advice. So I've got a big brain full of wigs and I really want to share that with people and help everybody get the best wig experience. How long have you had alopecia? Well, I've had alopecia my whole life. So I had very patchy hair when I was a child, and then for, I would say, from about being 5 years old to being about 13, I had a full head of hair. Wouldn't have ever known anything about alopecia apart from the fact that I'd seen photos of when I was little. And then I must have been 13 or 14 and I started just losing just tiny little patches, but they started to get in really unfortunate places. Like I had one patch like bang in the middle where my middle parting would have been, and exactly the same at the back. So if I had put my hair in pigtails, it'd just be a big hole in the back of it. And then I finally got my best friend Beth to shave my head. I think I must have been 19, and it was very emotional, but she was great. And I just sat down, we chopped the rest of it off, we made the rest of my hair into a cute little plait which I kept. And then that was it, and I've never had hair ever since. But to be fair, I'm probably the happiest that I've ever been since the day that we shaved my head. What is my favourite wig? Well, the one I'm wearing right now, this is Kelly O, it's quite a new one. I think it's fantastic. I would have never ever worn a short wig until I tried this one. Oh, that's a lie. Till I tried the Kylie J, the blue one before, which I really like that wig, but I think the pastel purple grey is amazing. So I would probably vote this one. And then I'd say Rapunzel, which is a very new one, and I sell it in two different lengths, and they do it a 20-inch and a 30-inch. I'm madly in love with that one. And then what are my plans for the future? Well, I have an upcoming collection really soon, which is all festival based, and I've got some of these, if you can see them, metallic tattoos. So I've had a little play with my boyfriend today and we've just been sticking them all over. We've got those, then there'll be some flower headbands, feather headbands, lots of pastel wigs, the hair chalks, which I'm madly in love with the hair chalks, and after that I'm hoping to finally do the Disney line, which I bought all the wigs for, and the wigs are stocked, but I was hoping to get a group of girls together and do like a crazy cosplay shoot, which should be really good. Will there be more tutorials? Yes, definitely yes. I am in the process of making one about how to wash a wig, because I do think that is probably one of the biggest challenges with a synthetic wig if you've never had one before, because it is quite hard and it's really easy to mess it up and end with a really matted dry wig. So I'll be doing one about that, one about all the products that I like to use wig wise, about how I wash and style my wigs, about how I make my wigs look more realistic. So I do a lot of things like feathering the ends or plucking the front, I mean, it's not necessarily on this one, this is quite bushy, but I'm quite enjoying the big style, to be honest. So yeah, I'll be doing that. Hopefully I'll be making some behind the scenes videos from the photo shoots, such as the festival shoot, the Disney shoot. And I'll just be making tons of them, really. I'm going to try and get in touch with some photographers, some makeup artists, some hairstylists, some hairdressers, just to show you like how to make the most of wearing a wig and how to get the best advice. Where am I based? I get asked this one quite a lot. I'm actually from Sheffield, so we're in Yorkshire in England, but I do ship worldwide and I do get a lot of custom from America, so don't be worried about wherever you live. You can feel free to order and we'll make sure that happens for you. Do I have a shop? Not yet, no. I'm looking to get a shop sometime in the future, or at least a base to work from, because I have started doing some private consultations for people, especially people with alopecia or people going through chemotherapy, people who don't really want to be seen outside or don't know a thing about wigs. So if anybody is going through chemo or is got alopecia or really needs some help with wigs, feel free to send me a message and we can sort out a consultation if you do live towards the Sheffield side or if you would like to travel. And then so that's the end of my Q&As for my main questions, and hopefully I'll be doing another one soon. So if you've got any questions, send them to me. If you need any advice for your wigs, let me know. If you need help choosing a wig, if you can't pick between two, if you want a bit of advice on choosing whether you want a lace front or not, just give us a message and we'll definitely sort you out. See you later.